We come to take over town. Yo, this is Bunji Garlin.
Yo, this is Fay Ann Lyons.
Right now you're watching
Kiss of Paradise.
Boss! Boss! Boss!
Caribbean Connections TV will bring the Caribbean and its flavors to our viewers in a fresh, vibrant way that will entertain as well as educate. It's your direct connection to the Caribbean experience. Caribbean Connections TV.
Buckle your seatbelts. This is going to be an exciting, fantastic, energetic, soul-stirring ride. So don't you move. Better? Oh, you don't even need the light, girl.
Awesome, thank you.
Okay. Hey, Chico Paradise here for Caribbean Connections Television, and I'm in the Bahamas. And wow, what a treat I have for you today. I have the power couple, the power soca couple, the couple that everybody envies because we don't know how you do it. You're with each other all the time, but every time we see you, you look like you're in love. Is it an act or are you really in love? Fay Ann and Bunji, guys. If I shouldn't have to say that.
I think I'm nice, so I think he better not be acting because this would be like the longest running act ever.
Yeah, but act is a toothpaste, right?
Act is a toothpaste.
Act is a toothpaste,
Act is
huh?
a toothpaste.
Yeah.
And a mouthwash. Yeah.
Mouthwash. That's
Yeah, but you can't, I mean, even if you want to act, you're nice around somebody, you can't act around them that long, you know, because at some point in time, they just cross a nerve to the point where you just can't take it no more.
Yeah, so what do you do then? Because mine gets on my nerves sometimes too.
No, I mean, we just do what we do. We do us, you know.
I think it works because our personalities are similar but different. So, for instance, he loves to go out and I like to stay home. So, it's kind of weird because, and then we kind of like hang out like partners. So we go to events and we hanging out, and it's only if somebody says something, then people, like if we like in the US or something, and people will be like, are they married? Like, yeah. Like, what? Oh, like, when did that happen?
I realize it because you're such good friends.
Yeah, you know, we just cool.
We roll over, you know, it's not like we roll over, but not like cling on like. No. We just we step out because I mean, if we go into, I mean, not, she's an entertainer, I'm an entertainer.
Yeah.
Everybody don't know where we come to party. No distinction. When we are the West Indian, when we come the people that look up to me and never see you right now. Raise up your right hand, come and join in the air, pictures on the hand. Hey, look at you taking pictures and the videos. And lay pose for slow motion. Red on the front, green on the back. Cover red, put the cup right on the wall. Look, you Trinidad flag in pink like a cover net, like a black in front of the land. Look, a Jamaica flag and a Bahamas flag in the club right in the session. Look, I said lose a flag and a Barbados flag. Everybody have it in the right hand. Look. Everybody in the crowd opening one blood, one must get done.
Oh, link me, I have my crew, she have a crew, link, we right there.
So we're in the same spot. So how we say we exist together apart.
You don't. There's no jealousy. Like you say, you like to stay home. He likes to go out.
No.
In the back of your head is like, oh my God, what is he doing? No, none of that. You trust him that much.
I think if that was an element in our relationship, it would have been over years ago because he's a handsome guy, and you know, of course, you get ladies. Yeah, he's handsome. Okay, turn it down a bit. You know, you get women coming at him, and for me, I can't be bothered because then it does something to you where you start focusing on the women and focusing less on who he is as a person. So for me, I choose to say, okay, here what? I'll trust him. If he goes out and there's 15 million women, then there's 15 million women. You know, I don't know them. So I choose to put my trust in the person that I do know in the bunch. And he's cool people.
Yeah. I mean, you're going out, it's not like you're going out in a very non-disclosed area or arena. Like you're going out, and where you're going is a big secret. Going out and wherever it is, and going out there. I mean, you're going out there and it is Instagram pictures, it's just Twitter pictures, Facebook. So what you going out there and do? Yeah, no, man. Anybody who try.
Let me check the gram.
Nah, I mean, anybody who try to play them game is fools too. At the same time, I mean, you can't. I mean, you're going out in public. I mean, even as people who in non-celebrity status, let me use the word loose, in non-celebrity status, and every person know more than 5 people, and in any place you go, most times have more than 5 people that you know in the same proximity.
Yeah.
And at least 3 out of the 5 know your significant other or something like that.
Who knows
right? Or somebody who knows you or something like that. And naturally, 2 out of the 3 of them ain't going to keep no secrets. They're going to say, you know, I saw Jerry over, so I saw this one, I saw that one. And they're going to talk.
Media, everything is a Snapchat or Instagram or a tweet. So, you know, it just doesn't make sense to go through all it. For us, it's too much work to go through all of that headache. You know, we're good and, you know, we go out, we hang out like brethren and we just cool.
Spiritual?
Very. His brother is a pastor. His brother is the one that married us.
No kidding. That is so special. Wait, so how many years now?
12 years together, 10 years married.
This year, 10 years married.
Long time. Oh my God, you have to be good friends. Wow, and your brother married. Oh, that's
and
amazing.
My dad introduced us when I was 17. When I was 17.
And it was love at first sight?
Well, he didn't know who I was, and I didn't know who he was, because I wasn't really into soca and performing and stuff. And I guess when I started singing at 21 or something like that, that's when the band that I was in, we played for him, and I guess that's when we started talking. He probably didn't find I was cute enough, and then he was very respectful.
No, I didn't want.
He was very respectful.
I didn't want to stare at the young lady in front of her dad. I didn't know how old she was when her dad introduced us. I didn't know how old she was, but
you knew there was something there.
No, I didn't. When he introduced us, I didn't look at her in her face when we met.
No,
I respect. So I was. Her dad was. He was here, She was here, and I did like that. Yeah, nice to meet you. And I was looking at that way, and I shook her hand. Because like,
picture which I still have.
Yeah. Yeah, and I took a picture with
He was like this.
Yeah, and I think.
And then he just left.
And then after in relationship, she was saying, you know, you met me before, and then she showed me the pictures. Like I said, that was you? I didn't. Yeah.
You know, it was meant to be. Obviously, after all these years, and now you're parents.
Yes.
And how old's your daughter? Is it Sari?
7 years. Sarai.
Oh my God, such a beautiful name.
Oh, she spent the whole day, because we taught her to text today, so she can actually text and. Yeah, so now, yes, she has her own little phone. We hook up with all the gadgets because the school she goes to, they teach computers. So we felt, okay, it makes sense if you're doing the computers in school, then when you come home, you could go on PBS Kids and Nickelodeon and play games and stuff like that. So now, she's discovered, well, okay, she could FaceTime on her iPad or she could FaceTime on the phone. So she spent the whole day sending emoji, this and text, and then we have to call her back on FaceTime and read what the text says to prove that we actually got the text. So I can imagine the phone bill when I get back home.
We try not to let her be too absorbed in the technology, you know, because at the same time, you know,
but you guys see her
pen and paper, and you know.
Yeah, you guys see her often because you're always on stage and traveling.
She does all we travel.
Yeah, we travel on the weekends, but during the week we both pick her up from school. So it's important for us. She always sees, and then when school's out, and she has like even if she has like a long holiday, because Trinidad have like 15 million holidays, we take her with us to some of the countries that we go to. So she gets to see, you know, some of the places that she see on TV and in books and stuff like that. And she gets to spend time with us. Sometimes, like if it's a day show, like in the evening, not too late, we'll take her to the show and have her on stage with us and stuff. So she
know how awesome her parents are? Like, does she realize it? She knows.
Oh, she likes to say, Daddy, you're the best daddy in the world. You're awesome. And Mommy, you're the most awesome mommy in the world. And she just, and sometimes, you know, not sometimes, you know, the way she said, you know, we kind of let's laugh it as though she's saying, but we actually don't, because she says it with that kind of conviction as though like, hey, you guys are the best, and we feel nice about it. Yeah.
And we think, like for her, like we sit down and we look at the difference with because we both grew up with like one parents. So we didn't grow up with like a mother and father in the household for like all the time. So for us, seeing how like we'll sit down and be watching a movie and she'll come and sit right between us, and then she'll hug him and then she'll hug me. And for us, we say, you know, one of the things that we don't ever want to do is like disappoint her, because we see how important a two-parent, I mean, big up to the mothers that are doing it by themselves, but if some of the dads would only understand how important it is, girl child or boy child, to have both parents in the home, and you see the response from the kids when they have both parents. It's like a kind of pride, because like when we took her to sports day, she holds his hand and she holds my hand and she's calling out to all her friends and stuff, and we're like, this is, yeah, we understand we have a bigger debt to this child than just being, yes,
to keep her feeling safe and secure. It's really important for you guys to stay together.
It is
very important.
Even more than just, well, we're together because we want to be and because we are together. We see the impact it has on her and her confidence as a kid, and her growing up and saying, well, my mommy and daddy, and yeah, it's and we're like, okay, so this is what we missed out on growing up as kids. And I mean, we didn't know, because
you never know, you miss it until you see it.
And so now that we're seeing this little thing, this person growing with two parents, and you're seeing a difference, you reflect back to when you were a kid, how it felt, and you're like, wow, this is what I would have. So, you know, we're like, it's very important for fathers, even if you and the mother is not together, to still play an active role in that kid's life.
Show up, and for the parents to be, friends.
Yes.
I don't know why people are together and then they break up and then they hate each other.
Yeah.
Why? I don't know.
The kid suffers. Yeah, I like what you said there. Even though you're not together, still be friends and show up. Games, sporting events, school plays, whatever it is. Still be friends and show up for that.
All for the innocent kids, right? Any more kids in the future? Thinking about it? Because look at that body. You know you don't want to have no more kids right now.
No, listen.
Look at those abs. I don't even think a baby can hold in there. Like, it'll be squashed with those tight ass.
You should have seen my belly when I was pregnant. I was like, oh yeah. Like, wow. Yeah. Nah,
Do you want to go through that right now or not?
strange enough, that was the last thing on my mind. Like for me, it was more of, because my daughter was born premature. So for me, it was like,
Working a lot when your daughter, like you were on stage still.
and good thing I did that because I got preeclampsia, which first time mothers get. And the doctor said because I was so active, it was like I was doing aerobics every day. So when my blood pressure went high, my body could have taken the stress because I was always active. So you see, sometimes, what people look at as, well, you're performing when you're pregnant, you should slow down. If I did slow down, I think I would not be here speaking with you today because they were surprised. They were trying to figure out why I wasn't in a coma. And the doctors was like, listen, it's because this woman got pregnant and worked through Carnival. So it was like every day I was exercising. And because I was up, I ate healthy. I mean, I wasn't like binging on the chocolates and stuff like that. I ate watermelon and vegetables and stuff like that. So because of that, that actually helped with the preeclampsia not developing into eclampsia.
You listen to that inner voice that says it's okay. You listen to that voice, not other people outside. You always listen to that voice. Because that voice saved your life.
It did. I think you have, and that is that's a testament of sometimes God speak to you and other people don't hear.
Yeah.
And that's where you have to not doubt yourself. If you believe that God have your back, you just do you. Because there's going to be a bunch of people coming to tell you, you shouldn't do that or you can't do that.
Who do you listen to? Them or?
Thank you. And then they don't know what you know. They don't see what you see. And then you have to ask yourself, if something was to go wrong, all these people that are giving you advice, will they come to your aid? The chances are no. So do you, just and I tell people, just go do you and listen to yourself. Sometimes you get a feeling about something and that's God talking to you and telling you, hey.
And it's strong too.
Exactly.
When you ignore it, it comes back again and you should be doing that.
And most time because that's when the people that are after you, they get more intense. We're trying to convince you that the path that you're on is wrong. That's when you're onto something. Exactly. Nobody tries that hard to take you off the right track.
I love that. That is so true. Thank you so much for saying that. Okay, let's talk about the Coachella. Am I saying it right? Coachella Music Festival in LA. What was that experience like performing in front of the?
Yeah, it was a nice experience. I think it was like stepping into something that was being prepared for, because coming back from Trinidad, back from home in Trinidad, right? At the time when we step into soca, it had Brass Festival and all them things, right? Which Brass Festival used to have crowds of 40,000, 50,000, I think, in the PSA, right? And you really had, that time you had to come good. Only like the cream of the crop used to be on that. Just same like Coachella, right? But, if you're even if you are an unknown artist, if you have the ability and skill, you're able to rock the crowd, right? And being able to go to Coachella now with the experience that we had from that, because the West Indian crowd is a naturally tougher crowd, and right? And it was to go to Coachella and just rock the place. And what made it special is that it wasn't like it was like a one-off something like we giving it. It was a hardy material that is for the arena. That was required, and and we didn't ask who it was. We asked, hey, Bunji, I wanted to be a part of the performance of Coachella by Jack you, and I went across and did it, and it was a wicked vibes. It was nice, just to be able to see, and I think it just kind of hit me in a kind of special way where, as artists, as soca artists, coming home from Trinidad and Tobago, the most blockade that we face is from our very own people home. For years as musicians coming up from Trinidad, you always hear, like the general public saying, nobody from Trinidad will be able to do this, and people from Trinidad will be able to do this. And here now we're in an age where you're seeing all this happening, defying the odds then, right? It's good to see, and the odds not only be defied by one, it's not me alone, fan doing some stuff there that way out of the way, that way out right now too, and there's some other artists that do something that way out. So we're in an age right now where there's things that happening bigger than what we expect for Trinidad and Tobago, and I think the only people sleeping on the moment or sleeping on what is happening is people back home in Trinidad and Tobago. Man.
Yeah, so you guys are seeing a vision further than where other,
growth is inevitable. growth is only for those who are ready to grow. You know, unfortunately, that's how this works. So yeah.
You don't grow, you get left behind. That's just how it is. I think a lot of people don't understand that music will change. Once you have young people in any industry, it could be creative, it could be technology, it will change. And some people will like it and some people won't. And only when you go into the future, you realize whether the change was for good or whether the change actually prevented something that was good from actually existing. For instance, I mean, a lot of people was on pagers when pagers came out, and then, you know, young people came and they decided, okay, fine, we want cell phones, and then cell phones wasn't good enough. They wanted smaller cell phones, and then that wasn't good enough. They wanted faster cell phones, and they wanted cell phones that could take pictures and do videos. And now they come back, exactly. So the thing is, you need to give the younger generation the opportunity to experiment and be creative and express themselves, and not say, well, okay, that's not how we do things. That's not how you did things. You need young people to come with ideas and creative stuff that will take this generation into, and then it keeps them from getting themselves into trouble. So the problem is they get into more trouble when they realize, okay, fine, I tried to do the right thing and a bunch of people just stopped me, so I'm just going to rebel. And then they have nothing to do because, exactly. So we have to think back when you were younger, how did you feel when you had an idea and you were excited about doing something? And exactly. Now if we do that to enough young people, eventually it's going to become a trend where nobody comes up with anything and we're stuck living in the present for 100 years, which is what we don't want. We want to see what they can come up with. We want to see what new things. Life is about change, and everybody will have their time. You know, we'll get old and say, hey, back in the day, we used to listen to this, and I would be telling my daughter and my grandchildren, I don't know what I'm listening to there, but this is what I used to be listening. This was the jam. And they'll be like, Granny, we ain't trying to hear that. Everybody has to get a turn to get that experience. We had it with our grandparents. Now we have to have it with our kids and with our kids' kids.
So true. Words of wisdom, as always. Very intelligent couple. I love talking to you guys. You guys inspire and educate at the same time. Like when you rhyme, like how does that happen? Like sometimes I'm having trouble like speaking, but you just go on a tangent and you just seriously, can you explain it? Do you know how he does that?
I know he reads a lot. He reads a lot. He reads a dictionary a lot, and he reads a lot of books. He watches a lot of documentary, and he actually does it as like a second language to him.
People don't know we can stop. Some of them who don't like soca, when they hear soca in because them go size up ironic. When the Junkanoo Carnival, all them was behind the jump. Jumping up on the road this evening. Anybody who was there will hands up. Bahamas in the corner, I see Jamaica with the black and the yellow and the black. Green and the black, everybody in the black. Anybody from Trinidad, hands up. When we come here at the party, here's Bunji Fay Ann, freestyle and I can't stop. We got the lyrics and people, the people don't know. When we come here, bust it back, when we come here at the party, we don't know. It's Bunji Garlin. The front row, for young I am 12, we don't know. The time is almost 4:00, 20 to 4 in the morning. We come Bahamas perform like a breakfast show. Freestyling in the people, everybody inside the mash up place, we don't know. When we come here, the party from the back down, the right up to the front row. We come to mash up the party energy in the crowd, put on your hands, the pronto. Let me see your hands, hand them up so. Rise up like this and them up so. Pick up the people, them over so. But the real energy is right over so. Got the energy back here over so. And the center right down to the front row. Let me see you wave on the hand like a white bar. From the back to front, to and fro. Dance for time.
So, he literally, like you say something and he'll just go on and like, okay, Ian, I was just asking if you wanted something to eat. You didn't have to go all there. I just
does that like on a regular
in the house, and my daughter cracks up. So, you say, Sarai, don't do this, and he'll just, and she'll be like, I said, okay, I'm trying to be serious with the child, and you freestyling down the road, and she's like, do it again, do it again.
He's always on.
Yeah, he could do it. It's like, it's not something that he has to actually consciously think about. I've seen him literally. You want something to eat? Yes, I like something to eat. Blah, 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 blah. Make sure it's sweet. And then and I just be so with the knife in my hand, like, waiting for the answer. When it's done, let me know, okay? Because, yeah.
Wow. Seriously, that's a talent, a gift, definitely.
Oh, thank you.
So that's why I freestyle so long. I freestyle like it was non-stop. Because when it comes to soca music, some people like to pose and them stand up. You know, if I did miss a mistake, just don't handcuff me, lyrics and we can't drop. If I say, anybody smoking weed and everybody here have an NCC 9 Glock, you don't see how much gangster you can, and the crowd gonna stand up one time and put their hands up. But tonight is not about the gangster. Tonight is the wine and stop. Anybody who have a hot to wine on, let me see you put up your hands up. Hands up, put it back, everybody stand up, up the cliff. Put them up, put them. That's my hand.
I'm so impressed. Okay, so yeah, Mother's Day, quickly. Yes. Do you have anything planned? Or should we talk?
Do you have anything planned?
Yes.
I'm not on screen. I am not to reveal that on screen. But I will say to my beautiful wife, happy and mother of our beautiful daughter Sarai, happy Mother's Day.
Thank you.
You know, happy Mother's Day. You are a wonderful mother. I could say that because I am a witness, and you are on the hit list. You are a wonderful mother.
Thank you.
And if I didn't say it, Sarai will tell you because she says it all the time. You're a wonderful mother. Happy Mother's Day. Both Sarai and I will love you very much.
Thank you very much.
And we're going to enjoy many more Mother's Day to come. And I hope that you know that everything given to you on Mother's Day will have to be reciprocated on Father's Day.
But then you better get me some big gifts for Mother's Day. Because based on what you get me for Mother's Day, I know where the benchmark is for Father's Day, okay?
That is so sweet. And it's so said from the heart. You can feel the energy. Wonderful. Thank you guys for spending some time with us. Thank you. What a beautiful couple. Thank you so much. Bless. Bless.
Bunji Garlin is my name. Junkanoo I come from. This lady is on the right hand, the side named Fay Ann, Lyons. This is my beautiful wife and the people that you know that we can do. Happy Mother's Day, my beautiful wife, and everybody in the crowd. Happy Mother's Day right now. Everybody let me see you clap those hands. Oh, come on. They got the run for us Friday. Everybody let me see you clap those hands. Watch her now. Come on. Let me see you clap those hands. Bam, bam, bam. I'll tell you how. I'll tell you how. This year, but I just not getting. When the doctor come diagnose me, tell the wife of mine is not taking. It's just delusions and delusions got me thinking so we can help me. But every time I am the ball inside me, I thinking this is God. Coming to take me to the next when you saw my mom and scream and be short. I'm gonna see this picture in Mother's Day, the thinking is with a big top from passing and grabs on the day. Wow! I tell you how, yeah. Whoa! I tell you how.
Hey everyone, it's your girl Paradise here in the Bahamas. I just got back from the parade. Oh my goodness, it was amazing. So many beautiful costumes, and my gosh, Bahamians can dance and can wine. Oh, it was so amazing. And look at me, I look so beautiful, don't I? So stay with us on Kiss of Paradise in the Bahamas.